following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 8, Nasdaq's off 15, S&P's down 4.5. Gold contract down $13.80 at $11.91. We have silver down 27 cents, $14.37 an ounce. Light sweet crude down 40 cents, $73.91 a barrel. Notes and bonds. Actually, they're flat because, well, it's interesting. No, they're trading electronically, I guess, because the bond market's closed today. Columbus Day.
I heard.
Yeah. King dollar up 196, trading 95.495. The euro's at 114.85 to one US dollar. Yen is at 113 to one US dollar. And compared to where the futures, this market's not really down.
Quite an acceleration. I almost had to do a head take for a moment just because I was like, wait, are those numbers correct I'm looking at? Wait, the market was just down 100 points. And yeah, they're correct because the market just traded in the last 40 minutes up at least 100 Dow points, I think about 10, 11 S&P points, and NASDAQ 100 about 50 points. So quite a run, yeah.
And gold, they're slamming gold this morning. So let's go take a look at that market. And what you had the divergence last week, folks, and the divergence was that the gold pushed higher with the dollar pushing higher. What we have right now, it's going against its strength from, what is that? That's the
October 2nd.
Yeah, the 2nd. So the low of that is 1192.20.
Excuse me.
It's going to be pretty cool to see how this shakes out because we've done 202,000 contracts. You're going against 365.
Huge volume for this time of day, right?
Yeah. And we'll see whether we're going to get a rejection at that 1192. We hit 1187.
Yeah. And what is the low of this day here? Just looking at 1184.30. That was the one we were really dipping below.
Yes. And in fact, if you line that up with the low, the high of the low going all the way over, it's probably around the same deal. 1189. Yeah. So we'll see where this whole baby's going to shake out.
Oil as well, because oil trading a bit higher. I'm not sure if you heard the update.
Said it was up a buck.
Yeah, just in like the last hour 15.
And this is a delayed quote we're going to have right here. So this may not be.
And pretty much, you're going to see the run though, if you put it a little bit closer.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so we got down to 73.07. Yeah, and you're 74.11.
Yeah. And just to bring it back to where we're trading at live right now, it's pretty close to where that was, I think. There's your crude oil, 74.19. So a little bit higher than where we're trading at. But yeah, 8:45 this morning, we're trading at 73.08. We're up a solid $1.10 from that level. And this is the Sunday night action in that we, finished Friday pretty much at 74 and change. Open Sunday night. Identical, right? 74 and change, traded all the way down, and then boom, back up. So we'll see. And how about just to cover it, Bitcoin looks like some serious volatility on this chart, but really pretty tight trading range. Again, this whole chart only going from 65.60 to 66.80. So you're talking about $120 price range, as in not much action. And Bitcoin just kind of hanging around the 65, 6,600 price point for seems 2, 3, 4 weeks at this point.
Big time.
Even putting this on a daily. Let's see where we jump back to. Yeah, and there's your, we did trade up end of July to almost 8,300. We got this blip up here, but then even going back September 7th, pretty remarkable, right? In terms of we're now on, what is the date today? October 8th. So we're more than a month, and it's like this whole trading range right here.
Wow.
We're going back to September 6th, really, and we haven't traded below, let's see what the lows are, 6,100 to 6,800 in a whole month.
Wow.
Yeah.
And let's go over to take a look at the King dollar. So last week we had, folks, King dollar stayed higher. Bottom line, gold went higher, which huge divergence. What we had out here this morning is like, bottom line is that what you're going to see out here now is that gold, the dollar's testing the highs of last week on much lighter volume. So, we'll see whether it's going to try to get up there and test that August 15th. But you're in the higher range. There's no doubt about that. I expect, it looks to me like they're going to push this market around a bit, being a half holiday.
Yeah.
It's a federal holiday, though.
Yes.
It's interesting. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the banks must be closed, too.
I believe so.
The VIX. Look at the VIX.
Yeah, I
16, 13.
I know. We peaked
That's-
up above 17 on Friday, which
Look at
was
that.
sneaky. Thursday, Friday. I mean, talk about, right? We saw the run in the beginning of Thursday, but Wednesday, we're back to 1166. Thursday, it really accelerates.
Yeah.
And Friday, it carries through to 1736 for a high. So, market pressing a little bit of premium at these highs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, last week, what we did do, folks, I mean, we moved lower and that you had that volume expand. So, bottom line is that we'll see just how serious this is going to get. The one to watch is the small caps, because the small caps save themselves at the 200-day. If you take a look at this, it's, buying the dip is still in.
Right there.
It already broke the 50 and the 100, folks. Now, what's intriguing here is that you can actually bring this back. If I just bring this back 3 years, and you're going to see that very few times it went down there. Each and every time it goes down there, it just said, see you, don't want to be you. So if I bring this back, look at, so it's down there. Well, touched it. Well, that's April. It went underneath it in February for all of 2 days, or maybe a day.
Yeah.
It went underneath it in
August
of 17. That went under for maybe a week.
Yeah.
Other than that, it touched it again. So this is, we'll see where that shakes out.
Well, with this kind of market, I'm surprised it even hit the 200 that many times. To be fair,
I agree. No, I know. I was surprised.
We just went from 100 to 170.
I was surprised myself when I brought it up.
In the span of about 2.5 years.
Right.
Being even, yeah.
Right. Here, watch this. This is, I believe, the differential when you see the Qs. The Qs didn't, in February, get down there, but other than that, you didn't get near this thing, I don't think. Yeah, well, look at
there you go. Right, so that makes sense.
Right. That's pretty intense.
You don't have to hit it when the market goes up.
It didn't even break it in February. Look at that, man. Right. That's intense.
And that's more what I was thinking when I saw that chart, saying, man, I'm surprised with the market going up exponentially on a consistent basis for years that you even touched the 200. But you had a little bit of swings.
And we'll put that on
S&P.
S&Ps, same deal.
Got there barely in the February and the few after that.
And you're still really far away from it in the SPY. Look at this.
Right. Yeah.
As well as the the Qs.
Yeah.
Inside the NDX 100 today, the strength versus the weakness. Mercado Libre is up 4%. You get JD.com up 2%. Taken away from it, Vodafone's down 3%. You got Workday down 1.7%. If you want to see some destruction, man, there was destruction.
Europe, right?
In Asia last night.
Okay.
Look at this thing, man.
Yeah.
You got the CSI was down 4.5%. Shanghai was down 3.7%.
Yeah.
Now, those markets had been closed, I believe, and they just opened back up. Let me just see what date that is. Yeah, they've been closed. So it was their golden week, I believe. Okay, so they were catching up, but that's still quite a hit, man.
Caught up in a heartbeat.
Catch up in one day. Yeah, exactly. The silver market, let's go see what... Now, what you had with silver last week, folks, is that silver got over the low consolidation that had been in. Let's see what we're doing today. You're down 1.9% today. You're down 27 cents. You're coming back into the strength. This will be hard to break this down, actually. Yeah, that's going... Well, we've done 56,000 contracts. We're dealing with 117.
It's quite a day in silver and gold.
It's game.
Sure. Yeah.
It's game. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 3, Nasdaq is flat, S&Ps are down 2, and yeah, we were just talking about that McGregor. Is it Khabib?
I believe so, yeah, his opponent. So I was going to try and pull up an article just for the point of showing a graphic, and maybe we'll get one. Either way, quite a fight. I was fortunate enough to check it out. Look at that, man. There's all sorts of images, both of them bloody. Bottom line, McGregor lost to Khabib, and Khabib kind of lost his cool. Yeah. I don't know if people followed. Leapt out of the cage, tried to throw a flying kick at McGregor's trainer. People in Khabib's corner climbed into the ring to go after McGregor. Nevada Gaming Commission, you don't mess around with them, man.
Right.
And there, you can't, put the fans in danger, and that's really what's going to come back to haunt him. It's you can do stuff in the ring that might be questionable, but when you start putting the fans in jeopardy of severe violence, they're going to suspend him for an extended period of time. They're holding his check because they're going to fine him an extended amount of money, and then it comes up, though, McGregor was already out there tweeting, like, looking forward to the rematch. Right. I'm sure that'll be delivered well, but it'll be interesting to see what happens because he might lose his license to fight in Nevada for a while, if not for a long time. And then what do? Maybe they go to Madison Square Garden. Maybe the UFC is so out of control that they start doing fights internationally, a la like Ali Frazier type. It's interesting, but a remarkable fight.
They both got big money, right?
Yeah, and I forget the breakdown. I don't know the breakdown. McGregor got the biggest share, which he was the biggest draw. It makes sense, and he got his check because he really didn't do anything out of line besides lose, which is the intriguing part, right? He loses, gets the huge payday, and the other guy wins,
and
loses his
he
cool.
lost to Merriweather too, right? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
That one was more of like a sideshow. This one
right.
was a legitimate UFC versus UFC fight, and it was a heck of a match. Both those guys, amazing athletes. Just kind of a bummer that it went that way because otherwise we would have been talking about the amazing match. But hey, it's life in the city in those matches.
Wow.
Yeah.
Intense. Let's get over and take a look at inside the Dow, strength versus the weakness out here. So we've had quite a move inside this Dow. We're down to a low today of 318, and so you're up You're up 140 bucks off of that.
Yeah.
The leaders inside here, let's see. So you got McDonald's putting 10 points in, Walgreens putting 9, Home Depot 8, 3M 5. Taken away from it, you get Visa 10, Boeing 9. What's wrong with poor Boeing? Goldman 6, Apple 3. You got quite an array there. And it's, I guess what's going to be interesting here to see exactly what type of volume we actually get, because like down here it's not a holiday at all, but in Boston it was even like a half holiday, really, right? It wasn't a big holiday up there, Columbus Day.
I forget as much in terms of how that. I've been on market holiday hours for
years,
a long time.
Yeah, right.
So
no,
unfortunately,
there's no doubt.
Yeah.
877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here and see what we have. GE is up 23 cents. You got they're moving around. Someone bought $1 billion worth of
right.
something off them. Yeah, so GE agreed to sell $1 billion of equity investments to Apollo Management.
Apollo Global. Yep.
Yeah, and as the non-rotten manufacturer extends its push to slim down and shed financials, the portfolio includes 20 investments in renewable energy and other U.S. power assets held by the Energy Financial Services unit of GE Capital. That's that's their problem. GE Capital, the thing that's laying in GE Capital is the deal that is non-transparent, and that's where they, it turned into they turned into a monster bank. That's the reality, and those legacy assets in there are the ones that are problems. Now, simultaneously, I also read that they just put $500 million into Abu Dhabi. So it's like, let's see, where we go. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, so a subsidiary agreed to purchase 5% stake in Abu Dhabi State Oil Company for $550 million. Deal announced with Baker Hughes values the drilling subsidiary of Abu Dhabi at around $11 billion. That valuation includes $1 billion in debt. And yeah, it was the first time that they sold a stake in its business to a foreign interest.
Yeah, that means oil's going down.
Yeah, they've been planning this for a while, though, right?
Well, the last time that GE bought they bought this monster oil company, and that was at the highs of the market.
No, sure, they could have bought it. If they were going to buy some oil, right, you could have bought it when it was...
27, 45, 50, pick a number.
Right.
Now they're out there at 75,
right.
Valuing an oil company again.
Yeah.
Pretty wild, man.
Definitely.
We go, let's go take a look at the GDX. So inside they're hitting the gold market. GDX gaps lower today, 30 cents, not the end of the world. The thing looks like it's going to test that swing low of $18.14. And we're still in this consolidation. I mean, the highs here, when you look at $19, that's going to be the tough one to get through because of August 15th. That's when they basically took that thing south. The XAU, the HUI, set up, there we go, set up the same way. Yeah, HUI, XAU rather, is testing the low of the 27th also, 63.80. We're at 64.35, and the gold bugs index down $3. That low there, 138, or at 140.
So here's jumping around to other news. Did you see the news about Banksy's portrait sold at Sotheby's?
No, who's Banksy?
Oh boy, you're in first store then.
Oh,
so
cool.
Banksy's an amazing artist, one of the most renowned artists making his way around right now. I believe he grew up in Brooklyn. He was one of these where his story's great if you look it up. I mean, he was like a muralist at the beginning of his rise, and I think his identity is secret on top of things. These artists, they get a little eccentric, right?
Yeah.
So what he did this weekend, he had at Sotheby's, he had a painting that was sold for $1.4 million, and right after the auction was basically closed, it self-destructed and started sliding down and shredded itself. And this is a picture of what happened, right?
Really?
Yeah. So you can see the shreds start, right? So here's the painting. Here's the horrific onlookers.
Did he do this on purpose?
Yeah. So there was a shredder built into the bottom of this frame.
Okay.
Now here's where things get really interesting is, number one, it's probably instantly worth much more than the $1.4 million because of the story that now comes with it, right? Because art is about individual pieces, right? Collector items. This is instantly a collector item, the way that it went down. and it's definitely real. The shredder was built into the frame. Now, here's where it gets interesting, is that, number one, was Sotheby's in on this? Because they, I'm pretty sure, x-ray these things for the frame and everything, so in the discussion, they probably knew about this. If they knew about it, were they in on it? If they in on it, should they have told people about it? And I don't know. You know, it's an interesting deal of how it went down. And yeah, and so
this is
yeah.
wild.
So when he started out, makes his work seen him as vandalism, paints over other graffiti, etc. But he's rose from the ranks to be. I mean, I'm familiar with him, and I know nothing about art.
That's wild.
Yeah, and so it's really going to be interesting how this shakes out in terms of how Sotheby's comes out in this. Is what I'm interested in to see the most. Pretty cool, right? Art can come in many forms.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrial's up 2, Nasdaq is up 1, S&Ps are down 3. And as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, you're going to see our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, the #1 market timer out here, according to Timers Digest. He is going to be doing a workshop tomorrow night, right?
He sure is, tomorrow night. That's right. We'll get it up here. So we got Steve right in the middle of featured content, Mastering Probability, subscriber event October 9th. You can click in here, get some more action about what's going to be talked about. Master the A to B equals C to D pattern. He'll be in there for an hour with subscribers tomorrow night, talking about the A to B, C to D, talking about H.M. Gartley, and it should be a good workshop. You sign up for Mastering Probability. When we started the new website, everybody kind of gets reset in terms of a money-back guarantee. New database keeps track of things from day one. So if you've tried Steve's newsletter before, if you haven't tried it, great time to sign up. 30-day money-back guarantee. You gain access to 4 of his additional archives, not to mention you'll get an archive of the one that Steve does tomorrow night. And, of course, Steve puts out his newsletter every morning. Put one out today, put one out tomorrow, and I encourage people to check it out. You can sign up right at the front page of TFNN. And, of course, we got, whether it's month, 6-month, year-long subscriptions, you can get a 30-day money-back guarantee with any of those. And when you do sign up for the 6-month, you sign up for the year, you're always eligible to cancel. You just get a prorated refund at the monthly basis. So I encourage people to check out the 6-month, the year. You really have nothing to lose. Worst case, you end up canceling for a money-back guarantee, or you cancel, and you just get prorated at the monthly rate.
And you get a great workshop.
You do.
That's the bottom line.
I'll be in there watching myself tomorrow.
Let's go over and take a look at the good old king dog out here, Amazon. So Amazon, that basically came down, slightly. Well,
A little bit.
Yeah.
We're under 1900, man. What's going on?
Yeah, so that's down from 2050.
Yep.
Still in the higher range. I mean, anything above this, 1858 really is, it's...
What was the high of the second peak there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 2033.
2033. So the first one was 2050, second one 2033.
And I keep talking about just how interesting it is, though. The $1 trillion mark for Amazon, 20, 50, and 37 cents. So that's where they peaked out by 13 pennies and then sold off. And yeah, pretty interesting.
And then I heard Facebook, they're coming out with a whole bunch of video stuff today so they can be in your house all day long.
Oh, that's
folks.
great. Get them in there. Yeah.
I'm sure you can't wait for that.
Oh, boy.
Facebook, folks, too, is still making its way down. It's 149. If we pull this back, this baby just sticking out like a sore thumb down there at 149. That's March low.
Yes.
So when do they come up with numbers? Because this whole thing reroutes. Yeah, there you go. October 30th.
Yeah, not far away. About 3 weeks.
I think when we were talking to Kevin Hinks last week. The whole earnings deal starts up again.
We're back. We're back for
week.
another season.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Google trading 11.58. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come out the 25th.
Yeah.
The Netflix. They come out the 16th.
How about Microsoft? Yeah, 25th as well.
Okay, let's do the banks. Okay, so J.P. Morgan.
Oh, one more time. You get.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, see, okay,
That's next week.
So that's it. So the banks will kick it off.
Yeah, and the 12th. No, that's not. That's Friday.
That's Friday. Okay, so this
There we go.
that's going to be a big number, man. So we'll see where that shakes out. And J.P. Morgan put this. Oh, look at that. You talk about high-end consolidation. Huh? Look at that.
Yeah.
We've been there since
All year.
Yeah, right from the first.
2018.
Yeah. 2018 laying at that high. So if you're in a J.P. Morgan, you're getting a 2.8% dividend.
Yeah, not bad. Friday
No.
morning at 6:45 they come out.
Yeah. And then I suspect Bank of America is going to be right behind them. There's the 15th.
So that's a week from today, Monday.
Okay, and then...
How about Citigroup? Citibank.
Okay, yeah. The 12th.
Friday as well.
Yeah. So we're going to be right in the middle of action
We're
again.
there.
Right.
Start it up.
And then, of course, what you're going to have is holiday shopping. Who's going to get the money on holiday shopping? Where is it going to come down, right?
Right. So I'm going to segue into that Florida Amendment 13, all right, about the dogs and the greyhounds. So I was doing a little research. We had it on the last night. We'll talk about it a little bit more. But so it's coming up in November. Amendment 13, you want to vote yes to eliminate greyhound racing in Florida.
Right.
And one of the things I was looking up today, so what people hear, we posted a clip of ourselves on Facebook going back a while ago, and what there's always misleading information out there, right? And so what was intriguing is that we posted it, and all these people were coming in saying, do you know that all these Greyhound adoption places are against it? Like, why would that be if this was, like, good, right? And so
They said this on our Facebook page?
yeah,
Okay.
they said a lot of stuff,
Okay.
and that's the argument from the other side,
Okay.
in general, right?
Okay.
And the argument is that there could be job losses. I understand that.
Yeah.
I think that's overplayed because a majority of the revenue now coming into those places is
Right,
poker,
right.
and poker would still exist. Whereas in the current environment it's in right now, you cannot have a poker room if you don't have a dog racing clinic. So
okay.
the tracks are forced to continue racing dogs to keep their poker rooms open.
Okay.
So that would change. But the interesting thing about the adoption deals is that, number one, they say, like, oh, 90 Greyhound adoption nonprofits have come out against it. Well, number one, that's throughout the entire country, okay, that there's 90. It's not like they're all in Florida. And the thing is, they're all nonprofits, okay? And these nonprofits receive money. Where do you think they're getting that money to take care of these dogs that they take from the tracks?
Right.
They're getting a lot of it from either the tracks or raising money in there, and that their financial interest is in the system that's set up.
Oh, it
I
is.
looked at
No,
some of the financials of these companies.
Right.
They're corporations. The only difference is that a nonprofit has to take the profits at the end and reinvest it,
Right.
So they're building assets. Some of the companies, 100,000 plus in assets, right?
Right.
I mean, they have,
And they can pay themselves.
and they get to pay themselves. That's just what they're building up year over year.
No.
So it's when you hear that stuff, just realize Humane Society's against it, Republicans are against it,
Right.
Democrats are against it,
Right.
And don't get swayed by that information
Right.
to be out there,
No,
because it's you know, you got to question what you hear. And I said, what's going on here, right? Because it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Everybody knows it, you know? And what's going on there is they're little mini corporations that are funded through the system of dogs racing, and they're acting only in their self-interest.
Right.
And I literally was looking up the financials of the companies, and
Good for you.
many of them have $100,000 in assets, let alone they're raising $50,000 a year, spending like $30,000 a year on the dogs.
Yeah.
And I say on the dogs, probably on themselves, on contractors, on their own land, on their own facilities, right? And then they put the rest in the piggy bank, and they keep building it. They keep building it. So be aware of that. You know, just if you hear that stuff out there, because there's. It's the scary part is it's a very misleading argument that can cause a lot of people to be confused, and that's the scary part. So get informed out there.
And that's why it's pushed out there, because they want people confused.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
right,
To say, no, people who care about
So
the
then they stop
animals,
thinking about
people that
it.
care
Right.
about the animals don't want it. Why would that be? And it's like, no, you don't care about the animals. You care about your money that you're running a nonprofit to control and nothing else. So.
And, you know, over the course of years, that is what has actually happened in the nonprofit business in general.
Yeah, and there's a lot of great nonprofits too, but just be aware the person who controls a nonprofit, they control the piggy bank with it. They get to say what you get to do. They get to say who you hire, say who you pay. You pay your family, you pay your friends, you pay your contractors, you build facilities on your land, etc. Yeah.
Dow Industrials right now down 7. You get the Nasdaq off 13. S&P's off 4.5.
We got Jason Paff coming up next.
Is it vote no or yes?
Oh, it's vote yes on 13.
I know it's
I'm
confusing.
sorry to be disappointed, but we got to get that. If we don't get that, they won't get that.
I will get it straight. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, vote yes.
Coming right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials down 10, Nasdaq's off 10, S&P's off 4.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Jason Path, as we do each and every Monday at 40 past the hour. Don't forget, folks, Jason kicks us off every trading day right here. Morning market kickoff, outstanding show, 8:30 every trading day. He also has a great newsletter, The Quantitative Edge. The way you do that, get that, you come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under featured content. Comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And we have that newsletter up right now, and we're talking about the dark side of the yield.
Yields, baby.
Dark side of the moon. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. Glad you got the reference there, man.
Yeah.
Right?
You know,
He's speaking his language, man.
The first time I read it, I said the riders of the storm. Tom says, no, it's as you go down a little, folks, it's the riders of the yield.
That's
yeah,
right.
It's a beautiful
the
thing.
yield storm.
You got me going 9 o'clock in the morning. I like it, man. Totally.
Right, man.
So, talk to us about it. What are you thinking?
You know, it's there's a lot going on, obviously. I feel like we say that every week here lately. Coming into earnings season in the United States, you know, I think the European story continues to get remarkably challenging. German data this morning was just terrible, to be honest with you. I think the euro continues to move lower for longer. We'll get a slate of industrial production data this week. And again, if Germany kicks that week off, they're expected to have, you know, a few basis points of an improvement. That came down. It was negative month over month. Cars under pressure, construction under pressure in Germany. Conflate that with the Italian story. You still got Brexit going on. You know, it's just remarkable to me how the stiff the headwinds in Europe are right now, and the dispersion between the United States and Europe. It's really remarkable.
That'd be really amazing. I mean, you're blowing my mind, actually, that you think Germany's going to go into a negative? That's like...
So their industrial production numbers this morning were negative month over month.
Wow.
You had some underlying issues, right? The EU passed some new car regulations, so there was this race to, you know, you pulled forward some demand and some production last month that went into effect in September.
Yeah.
Market anticipated that and still saw some type of improvement, but Germany's they're gonna lower their growth outlook for the rest of the year. Next year, it seems like we just lowered the European outlook a few weeks ago. Germany's lowering theirs theirs again, and obviously that's going to drag down the rest of Europe. The Italian situation is still on deck. I think Brexit, I think they're closer to a deal than it feels like, but you still got the political uncertainty and turmoil at home for May. I just don't see a catalyst in Europe to pull the nose up anytime in the near term. I just don't.
I can see that for sure. It's interesting about what you're saying. I can see that more than likely those countries, if they're going south, they'll do a deal with Britain on an easier basis, because it's like the hand may not be as strong. You know what I mean? Like coming into it. But so then that could really throw everything into chaos. And that never mind, Asia's in a mess. I mean, Asia's like, when they opened back up last night, I mean, Shanghai got smoked beyond belief. The CSI got smoked.
What would happen in our markets if we ever closed for a week, man? That's why we can't. But it's interesting.
Well, and you look at what happened, here during that week. Right. I mean, U.S. tech coming under increasing pressure. Obviously, the yield story has been well told.
Yeah.
It's just remarkable. And for them to, they cut the required reserve ratio for banks, putting some liquidity in the system, but they're timing that to October 15th, which is when the medium-term lending facilities come due for the financial system. They're essentially cutting the reserve ratio so folks can make their payments on the credit facility coming due next week.
Wow.
I talked about it's one of those stories that bankers understand, but traders need to know. Like, you've got serious issues in your financial system at the scale of China when you're doing that. Obviously, the yuan under pressure as a result. Another situation.
That'd be like
the catalyst of China.
Yeah, that'd be like we have bills due. Let's say we have bills due next week, right? And that'd be like our banks releasing more money to us to pay our own bills, right? That's what we're talking about, right?
That's right. Yeah. So you pull that money.
Right. Okay.
Our banks
on the back end, then that's less in reserve.
Yes.
You really get into a situation. So there's a longer-term narrative, but short-term.
To make sure it's not a default.
We have reserve requirements for a reason.
No, exactly.
To make sure the banks don't go bust. And if they just started to say, we're just going to cut those reserve requirements because guess what? You can't pay them.
And give it to your clients so they can pay you back.
It's already given to the clients, probably. That's really what.
But they got to give you more so you can pay the interest.
Right.
Come the 15th.
Right. We'll cut them again come the 15th.
No, exactly. Exactly.
That's right.
Hey, how about emerging markets, Jason? I know you talk about it a lot in that in your newsletter, and I have one chart up there in the beginning from the letter just talking about emerging market debt to GDP, and pretty staggering, man, when you look at that, even from just 2011. But can you talk about that a little bit, about what you talked about in the letter this morning?
Yeah, it's debt to GDP in emerging markets certainly moves sharply higher. When you conflate that with higher energy prices, a stronger dollar, and now a rise in yields, I think that's a backbreaker for emerging markets. We're at unprecedented levels of debt in EM to GDP. The liquidity that the United States has put in the system has made that manageable. We're now reducing liquidity. You see the spike in yields. Tom gives me a hard time sometimes for being so long the dollar. I was thinking this morning, I don't think I'm long the dollar as much as I'm just short the rest of the world ex-Brazil at this point. I do think you have some dispersion with Brazil. We talked about that this morning.
Yeah, I heard that this morning. Yeah, right.
Yeah, EWZ ripping higher. So you've got some stability in some places. But when you look at India, we're talking about financial systems. You've got a situation where the government is now taking over non-bank lenders, which is a big piece of their system.
Just before you came on, I'm going to pull this up. India came across saying that they were going to float a gold bond from February to we can't pull it up that quick, but it's like, man, what is happening there? They're in trouble over there, man. Yeah.
The Sensex is just bleeding out, and again, they're taking over non-bank financial lenders in the name of systemic stability. If they let those folks are defaulting, if they let them go, I called it the Lehman moment for India last week. You talk about India and China, it's billions of people now.
Right.
In basically situations where the government is saying these systems are not self-sustaining. When you talk about their financial systems, that's what the Chinese said last night when they had to cut reserve requirements. That's what the Indians are doing. That's a third of the world under regimes where the financial system is no longer stable. Again, I just think it's a good time to be short the rest of the world. Europe under pressure. UK has a ton to work out. The United States continues to power ahead. It's easy to be long the dollar, but I just don't see what a catalyst to push back on the dollar is at this point. Japan. I can't find one.
No, I hear you loud and clear. We'll see how this shakes out. I mean, we certainly had some real divergence last week. meaning the gold stayed up, the dollar was up.
That's right.
This morning they hammered gold.
And I was just going to say, how about in the last 30 seconds, oil, Jason, as we talk about this? You got a couple cool charts in here just talking about inventory still elevated.
That's right. You know, we clearly have the premium. Right now, the fundamentals point to sub-70 oil. The Iran situation premium clearly priced in. Talk this weekend, reported by Reuters and others, that the government may sign some waivers. I'd anticipated some level of that, at least discussion, headed into the United States election. Trump administration clearly want to bring prices down. They've got the Saudis now out publicly confirming they'll ramp up production. If they sign a few waivers, I think we're back to 65 in just a few sessions.
Listen, folks, easiest way to get the quantitative edge, great newsletter. Come over to our website at TFNN. Go into featured content. You're going to see the quantitative edge right there. Hit that button. You can get it for a month, 6 months, a year, all with 30-day money-back guarantee. Outstanding letter. Jason, you have a great one, safe one. Look forward to the show tomorrow morning.
Okay, can't wait.
Thanks,
guys.
Jason.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-Shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 37. Nasdaq's off 33. S&P's off 8.5. The S&P's, I mean, this kind of gave it up kind of quick again.
A little bit, yeah. We had markets in positive territory throughout the beginning of the hour,
I guess
and we've seen a little bit of a trail off.
Right, you know.
Yeah.
We got our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, of course, folks. Steve's going to be doing a great workshop for you tomorrow night. The way that you can get into this workshop, just come over to our website at TFNN. You go into featured content. You're going to see Mastering Probability. You can be a subscriber. Comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And this is going to be, is it 5 to 6?
5 to 6 tomorrow evening.
Okay.
Right. You'll wrap up your program.
Yeah.
Kick it off with Steve right at 5 o'clock.
And October 9th, October 8th today, folks, and in Florida, we finally did get under 90. It's going to be under 90 all week. And
News to me. Fantastic.
Yeah,
I stopped
totally.
checking the weather a while ago because it was just hot every day.
Yeah, last night I got it. And what we do have to worry of, not so much right here,
yeah.
but the Gulf, Panama City is going to have to worry about a hurricane coming up
Is it
Wednesday.
Michael? What's the name of it?
Yeah, Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So hopefully that thing
doesn't
will
turn too dramatic.
Right, because hurricane season goes to November 1st, which is really
It
wild.
does, and what the waters
October's
are
gonna be-
really warm.
yeah,
Even if we
huge.
cool off, it takes a little while to cool those waters off,
it
and that's
does.
really what builds the strength in
It
those
does.
storms. Hopefully.
So let's go. Yeah, let me look at that DAX. I thought I was seeing things there. Is that 340? Oh no, 140. Yeah,
Okay.
I was seeing things. Okay, so we're 11,972, but the DAX is going after the lows of last week, and that's when Jason was just talking about, numbers coming down in Germany.
Yeah, definitely.
And for how we're going along right now, that's kind of a yeah.
And check out Jason's newsletter as well. All those charts
great
right from his newsletter, along with
amazing
everything else.
newsletter. Stay right there, folks. We got Fast Market coming up next, and I'm at Steve Rhodes. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.